guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kathleen, and today's video we are going to do the reader problems tag. I was not tagged by anyone to do this video, but the questions looked like they were a lot of fun, so I decided to go ahead and film this video for you guys. This tag was created by Tiffany from About to Read. I'll leave her channel down below as well as the original video if you would like to check it out. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so question number 1.
There are 20,000 books in your TBR pile. How in the heck do you choose what to read next?
I say 20,000 is pretty accurate to the number of books I still have to read, but to be perfectly honest, I don't have really any method or rhyme or reason to how I choose what I'm going to read next. It really depends on what I'm feeling at the moment. What do I feel like reading? And also it really depends how long has that book been on my TBR pile. If I look at my shelves and I notice that there's a book that's been sitting there for quite a while, I pick it up and who knows, maybe I'll read it. Question number 2.
You're halfway through finishing a book and you're just not loving it. Are you committed or do you quit reading?
At first, I'm really committed to finishing the book. But it really depends on why is it that I'm not liking the book. Is it because I just really hate the plot or I hate the character or whatever? Or is it because I'm finding it really, really boring? If it's because I find it really boring, I just try to push myself through it. If it's a book that I'm just absolutely hating it because I hate the plot, I hate the characters, whatever, I don't waste any more time and I just give it away because there are plenty of other books on my TBR pile that demand my attention. Question number 3.
The end of the year is coming and you still have not finished your Goodreads reading challenge. Do you try and catch up? If so, how?
This question really depends how many books am I far behind and how long do I have left. If I have like 5 books left and I still have like a week or 2 left in the reading year, then yes, I do try to catch up. If I have like 30 or 20 or 30 books left and I still have like a month left, then I will continue reading just to kind of get that number to be smaller, but I don't try to beat the Goodreads challenge. Question number 4.
The covers of a series that you love do not match. How do you cope?
To be perfectly honest, I don't. I like when my covers match. I know a lot of people don't really generally care about the covers, but I do. I like when my books match. I like when the covers match. That's just how it is. I will go out of my way to buy multiple copies of a book just to get matching covers. Just how I am, because I love when my bookshelves match. Question number 5.
Everyone and their mothers loves a book that you hate. Who do you bond over shared feelings?
If there is a book that everybody loves but I hate, what I do is I go on Goodreads and I read the hate reviews because I want to feel like I'm not the only one on this freaking planet who hated the book, and that's how I feel better about myself and how I bond. Question number 6.
You are reading a book in public and you are about to start crying. What do you do?
Well, first of all, I don't read a lot in public, but if I do, and if I'm about to start crying, it really depends on like how I'm gonna cry. Do I feel like I'm gonna just burst into tears or just like get teary-eyed? If I'm about to get teary-eyed, I don't care. I just let myself continue reading the book, and if I get teary-eyed, I get teary-eyed. But if I'm about to like start bursting into tears, then I just simply close the book, I put it away, and I try to get my emotions in check because there is no way I'm gonna let a bunch of strangers see my ugly crying face. Alright, question number 7.
A sequel of a book series that you really love just came out, but you don't remember anything about the first book. What do? Do you reread the first book? Do you find a synopsis and read that? Or you just skip the sequel?
For me, it really depends on how much I loved the first book. If I really loved it, I will go ahead and reread the first book and then continue on to the sequel. If it's a book that I found it was okay, I still want to read the sequel, but I didn't really love the first book, I will go ahead and find a good synopsis online and read that before continuing on to the sequel. So it really depends on how much I loved the first book. Question number 8.
You do not like anyone borrowing your books. How do you tell people no?
So for me, I'm a huge pushover. I have a problem saying no, and I'm not afraid to admit that. When friends ask me for something, most of the time I will say yes. So if someone wants to borrow a book, I will most likely say yes, but I will threaten their lives if something were to happen to the book. They either have to buy me a brand new copy, and it better be that same edition, or they're gonna die. Question number 9.
You've picked up like 5 books in the past month. How do you get over that reading slump?
Well, for me, this is actually hitting very close to home because I just got over a huge reading slump. I went 3 months without picking up a single book. For me, in order to get over a reading slump, is just let whatever it is that you're obsessing about during your reading slump, whatever it is that you want to do instead of reading a book, just do it. If you want to watch Netflix, go ahead and do it. If you want to play a video game, go ahead and do it. For me, how I got over my reading slump is that I read a review on one of my favorite books, and it just kind of ignited that love of reading inside of me, and I decided to pick up a book that I knew would be easy to get through. I knew I would love, that I knew it would be an easy read, and I read it, and I am like on my 3rd book since my 3-month reading slump. Question number 10.
There are so many books coming out soon that you are just dying to read. Do you buy them all?
It all depends. What books are they, and how many of them are there? I do have a job, however, I also do go to school. I do have bills to pay, so not a lot of money is left over for buying books. So what I like to do is usually I prioritize. The first book in my list will usually be the book that I want to buy the most, and then I buy that one, and then I cross it out, and then I move on to number 2 on my list, and I buy them, and I move on to number 3 and number 4. I don't buy all the books that I want to buy at once because I just cannot afford it. Last question number 11.
So you bought all the books that you wanted to buy. How long did they sit on your shelf before you actually get to them?
It could be quite a while. This goes back to like one of the other previous questions. How do you choose? You have like 20,000 books in your TBR pile. How do you choose what you're going to read next? So a book can end up, even though I really want to read, a book can end up staying on my shelves for a very long time before I pick it up, because my mood and my feelings constantly change. Alright guys, so there is the reader problems tag. I had a lot of fun with this tag. If you would like to do it, please go ahead and do it, and leave me a comment down below and I'll check out your video, because I watched pretty much everyone's readers problems tag video, and it was just so much fun doing just watching everybody's responses. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you did, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Have a good day guys, and keep reading. Bye.